I'm Tiny.
Hey, it's Katie. Back from my fabulous trip abroad, which was fantastic. I can't wait to tell you all about it.
Did you get to Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
I did. You want to hear what I learned?
Yes.
I learned the two most important phrases for me. Es tut mir leid means I'm sorry, and Entschuldigung means excuse me. So the entire time I'm like, oh, it's too me late, it's too me late. Oh, it's Entschuldigung. And I
Where's
also,
the whole, can I have a beer?
I mean, you don't have to beer point. That's all. I mean, I
Yeah.
did learn white wine, red wine, and I mean, they have I would just say the names of beers if I wanted one.
Right.
I also learned der Fluss is the river, and then I also learned der Hund es shun or shun, I think, which means the hound is pretty or the dog is pretty, because there were so many dogs all over the place, so I always wanted to pet them, and I'm like, oh, es um and Entschuldigung, der Hund ist shun, I can't remember, and then I would like motion to pet it.
Well,
Yeah.
Dachshund is like the I guess a German dog, so it was a Hund.
Well,
You
Hund,
got to do
hound.
a Hund.
Well, speaking of which, when I went to Gouda to get the Gouda cheese in Holland, it's not called Gouda. Do you know how they pronounce it?
I don't.
Gouda.
Howda.
Gouda.
I
So
love it.
when we first got over there, there's so many. I have to tell you, one thing, I mean, the trip was amazing for so many reasons, but something that was really incredible is that all the towns and all the places that we went to, you could easily pun. They were
Oh,
very punnable. I mean, howda, how do you do? How do you get
how do I
this
get
cheese
here?
home? Yeah, like, I mean, how to anything all day
Oh, this
long.
cheese is so good. This cheese is so good. How do I get this at home?
Exactly. It's so it is Gouda Brie a great day after
I
I've been
love it.
here. Yeah, so they pronounce it Howda. But even when we were over there and we were explaining to the locals where we were going, we would say Gouda and they had absolutely no idea what we were talking about.
That's
Zero
crazy.
idea. Also, another town in Belgium that we went to is called Bruges. How we would say Bruges. They do
Mhm.
not call it Bruges. They call it Brugge. Brugge. So
Okay.
even when we said Bruges, nobody knew what we were talking about unless you say, I think it's Brugge, and
Okay.
that's a city in Belgium. So yeah, I did learn a little bit of German, which was great for 3 days. But then we were in Belgium where they speak French, and then we were in Holland where they speak Dutch. So it only got me around for like a little bit of the time.
So, how was the beer?
The beer was great. I'm not a big beer person. It's not really my jam. I was more into the Belgian waffles, especially when we were
Mm.
in obviously Belgium. They were unbelievable.
Oh, God, that sounds so
Unbelievable.
good.
And I believe Belgium is the home of French fries. Pommes frites were invented in Belgium, so
Okay.
there's pommes frites all over the place, and they serve them with mayo on top.
Yes, I've heard
Yep.
that.
I mean, everybody's eating French fries with mayonnaise. And we did find a bar called Delirium where they do have franchises here in the US. I know there's one in Leesburg, and the Delirium bar is known for their plethora, just enormous options of beer. So we did do a beer flight with 10 beers on it,
Jeez.
which was pretty cool.
I mean, and over there, from what I understand, having never been there, but from what I've been told, it's like those people can drink a lot
It
of
depend
beer.
it depends on where you are in Germany. I mean, where we were in Germany, we were not we were in more of like the off the grid types of places.
Hmm.
So we were not pounding beers like crazy out of steins and eating pretzels all over the place, because we went so I
Did you
went with
have a Bavarian pretzel?
no, we weren't in Bavaria. No.
What?
Um
Okay,
no, I
and
had
you can get
schnitzel.
crab cakes elsewhere. You don't have to get them in Maryland.
I could get a pretzel here, a very good one actually, at the Amish market
Fair enough.
in
Fair enough.
Pennsylvania or Maryland. So, I did have schnitzel and the waffles, the french fries. I'm trying to think. I'm not a big foodie, so
Bratwurst.
I didn't try. I don't like bratwurst.
Oh,
Um, yeah, I guess that's kind of it. I mean, the food experience was kind of uneventful. It was more
okay.
about the buildings, the architecture, the people. We bebopped around every day or two. We were in a new place. We
Yeah.
took 13 trains when we were over there. Did
So, what
not
was your
miss
favorite part?
Bruges. Bruges in Belgium was my
Okay.
favorite.
And
It was
why?
beautiful.
For what reason?
It was insanely beautiful, and we
Okay.
did a canal tour, ride, a canal boat tour, and
Right.
just all these incredible sights, and it is really a magical and very dreamy city. and I don't know. I mean, all of them were Belgium was incredible. I
Yeah.
loved both Brussels and oh, I'm sorry, Bruges is in Belgium. The Netherlands was awesome. And Gouda was fantastic.
Gouda.
It's this teeny tiny little town. Teeny little town, picturesque, Gouda cheese everywhere.
Was
And
it
the
good?
It was fantastic. It was
Oh,
fantastic. And
love
the people
cheese.
in the Netherlands, and Chris would tell you this too, the people in the Netherlands are insanely beautiful. Like, we did not encounter one person that was not drop dead gorgeous.
Wow.
Everybody was so beautiful and so freaking nice. Like, over the top nice, where you thought to a point they were being sarcastic,
Yeah.
but that's just how they are. Just the nicest, nicest people. So it was a fantastic trip.
So what's the
Immediate
next trip?
Iceland. I'm going to Iceland in June.
Okay.
And so far, I'm going with my two of my best friends, Kelly and Nina. So far, we've booked our plane tickets. We booked the tickets to the Beluga Whale Sanctuary, which is the whole reason that we're going.
Right.
And it's on an island off of Iceland, like 2 hours away from Reykjavik. And so we booked the ferry tickets to get there. Now we're just trying to figure out what do we want to do, where do we want home base to be,
Hmm.
and so that's the next big trip.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of you for doing all this.
thanks.
I find myself living kind of vicariously through you because I have zero desire to. I wouldn't mind seeing the places, but it's the travel, it's the being away from home that I don't like and want to do. But
I just
um,
it's unbelievable, and don't take this personally. I mean, I understand that people like their routine and they like to do the same vacation over and over again because it's comfortable and there's memories. It really baffles me how people don't want to see more of the world.
oh, I want to see it. I just don't want to get there.
Right. I mean, that kind of involves seeing it. You have to actually like take the transportation to arrive in the
Well, look,
place.
when the day comes that I can simply, do this and be there,
Yeah.
I'm all in. Sign me up.
Yeah. I mean, okay. It's
Until
just
then, Waynesboro, Hagerstown, Chambersburg, Greencastle, Ocean City, top notch.
God. I mean, not that those aren't wonderful places, but I mean, there's just so much to see in the world, and I want to see as much of it as I possibly can.
Yeah, but the thing
It's
is
like
that if
addicting.
I do it, what if I really like it? I can't stay.
But then you've seen something that's so different from what we see. This is what I tell my students when I talk about traveling. I just always say, America's beautiful. There's incredible places here to visit. Truly. I mean, one of my favorite places I've ever seen was Alaska. There's just something about the architecture and the history and the romance of these cathedrals and castles, and
Yeah.
it's magical. It really
Hmm.
is. I mean, France was the same way. Paris was fine, but it's those places that are not so touristy where you
Yeah.
really find this sense of self community. I'm not exactly sure what the
That you're
word is,
not the
but
only person in the world. That America's not all that there is.
yeah,
That there
it's
are
just
whole other civilizations and cultures, and
yeah,
we
living
think that it's look. I think America's the best too, but we don't often don't realize we think in our closed off world, even though as big as the world is that oh well I have all these creature features and comforts of home. I have internet and I have a car. Well, they have those in other places too. It's not
there is a bit, no matter where you go, the culture is different. So the expectations and the etiquette changes from place to place. And
right.
that can be stressful if you don't know, and you're not going to know the correct thing to do in every situation. In Europe, if you have to use the public bathroom, you have to pay. So if you're at a train station or a bus station and you need to use the bathroom, you can't just use one. You have to pay to use it. And that's pretty common. So if you don't
See,
have
that would
euros
piss
on
me
you,
off.
oh, but if you don't have euros on you, I mean, you're in trouble then. That's what's going to
Mhm.
happen.
It's true.
Or like when you're in Germany, um, you're not supposed to ask to sit down to ask to be seated. It's expected that you just go and sit down. Well, I mean, here we would never do that. That's considered rude. So it's just
Oh
those
yeah.
little things that if you don't know. Tipping is very confusing, because you don't really tip, but you do leave something, couple of euros, nothing big, but tipping can be confusing. So if you don't know what really to do, then that can be very stressful.
So
Because
Google is your friend.
yeah, I mean, you want to do the right thing, and you obviously don't want to like upset people, but people are going to
Right.
get upset. When we were in Amsterdam, almost 30 seconds into the trip, I got screamed at by two people on bikes because I didn't understand the etiquette about the bikers are kind of like up there in importance with the cars, like the
Yeah.
bikes and the cars are what's in charge, and then the pedestrians come after all of that. And I was walking in a bike lane not even knowing. I literally just got off the train and I was still carrying my bag and I was in a bike lane. I didn't realize it, and I got screamed at by two men, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I literally am just getting off a train. And of course it's like stupid American, but
Oh, I'm
so I'm
sure.
like,
They probably pick you
I'm,
out like nothing.
I mean, me especially. And I said that
That
I said
stupid
that to Chris.
American.
I said to Chris, I was like, what is it about me that I have these experiences all the time where people are just really mean to me for no reason? And because I have a very friendly face, I have a very friendly demeanor. There's nothing about me that screams like rude. Um,
Right.
there's nothing, I'm not like that, but there is something about me that screams, let's point and laugh at her, or let's push her around. I was getting on the
Let's
train
get
at one
pissed at
point.
this chick.
I was getting on the train to go somewhere, I don't remember. And there's nobody in front of me. There's nobody behind me. I was the last one to get onto the train because I like to let everybody else go on and then I'll go on last. And then so that way I'm not fumbling around and I can take my time and figure out where to go, what to do with my bag, all that. And this woman, she was in a wheelchair and she comes like wheeling by me, not behind me where there's nobody. She comes in front of me, puts her hand out and pushes me back so that she can go and wheel in front of me, not to get on the train, just to continue going down the walkway. And I looked behind me, there's nobody behind me. I looked at Chris, he saw the whole thing happen, and we just started hysterically laughing. And he's like, it's always you. It's you. There's something about me that people just get mad at, or they're like aggressive with me. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it
So
is.
is there, and I do not mean this to be smart because you said there was such a focus on bicycles. Was there a lane that you were in that for this woman?
No, this was when I was boarding a train. This
Oh,
was
okay.
not on the streets. This was at a train station.
So
We're
she
all
cut you
standing.
off. You're walking this way, and she's just like, "Phew."
I'm not even walking. I'm standing there waiting to get onto the train. Everybody else has boarded the train. I'm now taking my turn onto the train, and she comes right in front of me, puts her hand out, pushes me back. I take a couple steps back. I, lose my balance because she pushed me and just kept going straight. She wasn't trying to get on the train. She just pushed me out of her way. Just like,
Like,
oh, there's this
hey,
girl in my
what's the
way.
matter
Get
with
out.
you?
Well, I
Wow.
mean, those types of things happen to me a lot.
So where's my gifts?
Okay, so I did get you okay, I can't take credit. Chris got you a Stein,
Okay.
and I got you a soft t-shirt, which I was having this conversation the other night with my neighbor when we called you, and we're
Yeah.
discussing the soft t-shirt situation. So
Yeah. And
Tiny,
you were drunk.
I was not. We were just having a good time and reminiscing. And I was also jet lagged as well. But we were
You
talking
were
about soft
drunk.
t-shirts. We were talking about soft t-shirts, and I was like, I know who would appreciate this soft t-shirt conversation, and that person was Tiny. So we were talking about how the only thing that Tiny ever wants whenever I go on vacation is not just a t-shirt. It's
Right.
that like soft,
Yes.
thin,
Like vintage feel,
vintage
soft
feel. That's
style. Yeah.
yes. And I found you one when I was in Brussels. So I brought it for you. Now, here's part 2 of this crazy thing that's happening in my life right now. I am doing, maybe you've done it before. I am doing the whole 30-day diet.
Okay.
Are you from
I
are you
have not.
familiar with this?
Mary, I know about it. Mary wants to do it, but we have not.
Okay. So when I was obviously on vacation, I ate anything I want to.
Like a monster.
I wanted to. I did. And I drank anything I wanted to. Wine, beer, you name it. I'm on vacation. I'm going to live it up. And I came home and I said, all right, I've got to get things under control a little bit because I was horrified when I looked at the scale. So my
Really?
roommate is, yeah.
How much did
We
you gain on
walked
vacation?
like 5 pounds.
It's not bad.
I know I'll get
It's
it
not
off.
bad at
And
all.
I know. It's still not, I'm still not happy about it. So
Yeah.
my roommate's doing Whole30, which if you've ever done it, you cut out any kind of grain, sugar, Um, cheese, dairy, gone. Alcohol out. Everything's gone for 30 days. And it's like a reset to your body. Then you slowly start introducing things back into your diet. I'm on day 5. I'm doing very, very well. I feel great. So, but it's been a huge difference. Not that
Uh-huh.
I eat like garbage, because I don't, but never realized how much I love to snack. And
Mm.
snack like on sugary things. I just never realized it before until I realized what I can and cannot have.
I wouldn't have
And
even pinned that on you. You've never really been a sugary snack person that I've known.
it's because I'm at school and there's candy everywhere.
Mm.
Everywhere.
Okay.
Every teacher has a candy bowl or a basket of chocolates or some kind of treats that they give to the kids. I mean, it's very easy to walk into a classroom and grab something and not even think twice about it. It's really
Right.
easy. And not to mention, there's always some kind of teacher appreciation or, and not that I'm complaining, but something where they're bringing in donuts and bringing in treats. And I just never realized, I guess, how often I go for those things. So I've
Wow.
been, I'm taking this very seriously. I'm taking this very
Yeah.
seriously. The only thing I might allow myself to bend a little bit on is the Apple Blossom Festival in Winchester, which is a huge, huge festival. It's going to be my last one living here.
Mm.
It's
Where are you
something I
going?
look forward to. Oh, I'm moving.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing a
Okay.
move, but we'll still be, doing the podcast.
Yeah.
No worries. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we
Um.
certainly will do the podcast. We better continue to do the
Oh
podcast.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not moving very far. Just about an hour up the road to Pennsylvania
Okay. So
for
closer to
some
home, kind of
closer to home. Yeah.
job opportunities. I mean,
Is
you don't have
different.
to broadcast it everywhere. I'm just
Right,
saying.
right, right. Yeah, just changing the dial a little bit on my life and seeing what else is out
Look,
there. And
life takes us in different ways. Okay.
it does. Yeah,
It
you
really
never
does.
know. You never know what's going to happen. So, yeah, so that's the only time I might bend the rules a little bit is for Apple Blossom, but other than that, I'm taking this very seriously. I'm going to
Gotcha.
eat healthy and cut out the alcohol for 30 days and see how I feel.
Can I share an email with you?
Please.
It is our honor and privilege to inform you on behalf of the Academy of Country Music Awards that for Small Market Radio Station of the Year, 104.7 WAYZ did not. Well, no,
Oh,
I don't know. I don't
oh,
know anything. I was just totally making that up. So although it is coming to the
you,
point where I would think that we would need. Were you crying? Why in the world would you be crying over that? For
because
those of you who may not know, WAYZ was nominated for ACM Small Market Radio Station of the Year, and we were told that if we won, we would find out ahead of time so we can make plans for travel. So
yeah.
obviously, I'm carrying. Katy hasn't been here for a week. We haven't done the podcast in almost 2 weeks. So this is all very believable that we would have received word had we won. Now we may have. I don't know. But why in the world would you be crying?
Because that's such a big deal, and I'm so proud of you. Like I'm thrilled for you. I
Okay.
that was not a very nice joke. I'm back
I
to
know.
I'm back to when you made me think I won the Jennifer Aniston contest,
Oh
and I was
my
gonna
God. We
fly to
told that
LA
story,
and get
didn't
my
we?
yes,
Oh,
yes.
I
So I thought I
still
was getting
think
my hair done and styled by Jennifer Aniston.
I still think that is probably my best work at
It
faking
is.
you out at
That
anything
was
I've
good.
ever done
I
because I
just
could
get
just, oh, that's so good.
when my emotions get high, I just start to cry. I found out that 2 of my dear, dear friends from the gym got engaged, and I just lost it. Like, it
Wow.
makes me happy, so happy when
Sure.
good things happen to people I love. It just
Yeah.
it fills me with so much joy when good things are happening to people that I truly care about. It
That's
makes me
like when you
happy.
said you were leaving the country. I was like crying. I was so happy.
I'm so happy for her.
I was
She
also
doesn't come
happy
back.
for you, but I was just happy. Like, gosh, she's leaving
She
the
doesn't
country. God bless.
I mean, how many times does she have to go before she just doesn't come back? Come on.
Hey, hey, buddy. Yo, Andrew. I'm trying to get somebody's attention here so they can say hi to you.
Oh, well, maybe nobody wants to say hi to me. Maybe
No,
they all hit
believe me,
a little bit.
this person does. I wanted to make sure he can hear the headphones here. Come over here, man. Say hi. You gotta lean your head in. There's the camera up there.
Hey.
Hey, hi.
How are you?
Good? How are you?
I'm good.
This
You
is
look
Andy,
so
by the way.
handsome. Yeah, hi, Andy. I was just listening to you on 104.7 WAYZ, The Ride Home with Andy from 3 to 7.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sounding
Giving
good,
away
buddy.
free cash, you know.
I heard about that, making it rain. Big bucks.
Did you see the video that Andy posted yesterday on the Facebook page of him in Blake's office?
No.
So Andy had this idea. By the way, anybody who doesn't know, we're doing the free cash game, and we try to do these little videos that we can put on Facebook to drive people to sign up and make some fun with it. And it's good for us to do. It's like a good release on our end too. So Andy said, I want to do something. I want to do a video because I have $1,000 giveaway. So I said, he came up with an idea, and I said, well, why don't you just take the cash I have and act like you're stealing it from Blake's office? Because I got this like stack of fake $100 bills. I said, just act like you're stealing out of Blake's desk. So Blake was all on board. And Blake, tell you what.
Wait, why do you have a stack of $100 bills? Like you personally?
No, it's fake money. It's
money. Sorry. Got it.
Real.
Yeah, it does. It looks really real. So Blake was totally in for it. And Blake, when you record him, when you give him a line, he'll deliver it. He is on it. He's so good. So Andy, we do it. We're shooting it. I'm shooting it. And Andy goes and reaches for it. Blake turns around and Blake says, now what am I supposed to say? And I said, you're supposed to be like, oh, you get out of here. What are you doing? Whatever. So Blake turns around and he says, hey, get Abda. And we're like, what the hell's Abda? Like, I wanted to put in the video. Apparently, Abda means signed up for the free cash game. So when he says get Abda, get signed up for the free cash game.
Wow.
We laughed.
Hey, get Abda.
At least 10 minutes straight.
I mean, I personally cannot sit here and make fun of anybody who's made a mistake in their speech because it happens to me regularly. So I'm not one to make fun. But Andy, it's so nice seeing your lovely little face. Hope to see it again real soon.
All right.
We might have to get Katy to on her way up on her new move in June to stop by here and just say hello to everybody.
Yeah, like on the air.
You could be on the air too. Yeah,
Oh,
but now
great,
let's not. I mean, I'm sure we can get clearance for you to be on maybe, for an hour or so, but nothing long term.
Right. Of course not. Of course not. No. Okay.
So,
well, thanks.
So Andy's got to go. I've got to go. You've got to go.
I have therapy. My therapist is in for it. I haven't seen her in 3 weeks.
All right.
Yeah,
we love you. We'll talk to you in a week.
I wasn't quite done with my conversations and thoughts.
No, you're done. We're done.
I wasn't quite done with everything I wanted to say and share.
No, we're done. Okay. Stop. Just stop. It's over.
Okay. All right. Can you make sure that this goes on the Facebook page, please? Because you've been really slacking on that.
Can you make sure you know how to sign up as an admin on the Facebook page?
Can you just do it? It's not a big deal. Like literally, can you just put it and upload it as well on the Facebook page?
Well, go away. Just go. Do you have another country you can visit, please?
No, I have a therapy session. She's going to make a lot of money off of me.
Well, let me talk to her first, okay?
It's the Tiny and Katy Show.